Honorable members, as you all know, today, Wednesday, our afternoon sitting starts with appearances of cabinet secretaries to answer your questions. I have a short communication to make on today's order paper on rescheduling of cabinet secretaries' appearance to respond to questions in plenary of the National Assembly. Honorable members, as you are aware, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs and the Cabinet Secretary for Investments, Trade and Industry were scheduled to respond to questions during today's afternoon sitting as indicated in the order paper. Honorable members, you may recall that there was a realignment of ministries and state departments on the 4th of October 2023, which affected the two ministries among others. I wish to inform the House, therefore, that I am in receipt of a request from the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs requesting for a rescheduling of his appearance before the House to answer questions to a later date due to official commitments abroad. Also, the Cabinet Secretary for Investment, Trade and Industry, while expressing her earnest intention to appear before the plenary to answer questions, has requested for more time to familiarize herself with the new assignment. With these new developments, honorable members, I wish to allow the leader of the majority party to liaise with the CSs with a view to rescheduling the appearance of the cabinet secretaries to another date that is convenient to the House. But the question time for next Wednesday stands as scheduled. The majority leader will advise the clerk and the House on which ministers will appear next. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Milemba.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the communication about the Cabinet Secretaries appearing before Parliament. And I totally agree with you, and I'm aligned. But, Honorable Speaker, I see a danger in future where members will be ready to deal with your questions, and the Cabinet Secretaries will actually have already sought permission not to have the questions listened to. Possibly you could also further give the House direction on how, in the event such a situation is going to occur, then the information can be gotten by members early enough so that the House is guided. Thank you.
I think not, Honorable Milemba, because when a matter is listed on the order paper, it becomes alive when it is called out. And that is the time that such a communication can be made. Secondly, you know that the House has taken a very dim view on any minister who has absented themselves from coming to the House. For the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the chair is aware that he is out of the country, somewhere in Europe. And for the gracious lady who has moved from East African Ministry to Trade, I think it's only fair that we give her a week, and I will direct the majority leader that, subject to the return date of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the priority goes to the Trade Minister for next Wednesday, and if the Prime Cabinet Secretary is back, he must also appear on the same date. Thank you. Yes, Oundo. On the same issue?
It's a small part.
Which small part?
Very small one, Your Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
I just wanted to go on record that the government is a government in perpetuity. Indeed, while press themselves read and get to the same level of understanding. But since you have read ruled and the Speaker can never be out of order, just wanted to go on record that the government is a government in perpetuity. So they shouldn't use excuses as were appointed yesterday to fail to come to answer questions in the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I hear you. If the Speaker cannot be out of order, then you are. Yes. Yes. Yes, Deputy Speaker.
I think Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I just want to give some information to the Honorable Professor Owundo, because it's only natural that work had already begun in that ministry for a year almost now. So obviously there are things that are halfway, that have begun. There are certain strategies and plans that are already in place. It's only normal for any self-respecting technocrat to get a handover report from the previous person of the house, which was happening this morning, and it's public knowledge. So I think you're being mischievous. Honorable Speaker, I think you're right to keep him, to hold him to be out of order. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Badi Twalib.